Hi guys, Rob here with another Python tutorial, and today we're going to be going over reading from a file, reading, and if we get to it, writing from a file in Python. So basically we're just going to go over files in Python. That's really today's topic. So there are a couple key components to taking in file information, manipulating it, okay, and saving those changes in Python. When we say reading from a file, what we're saying is we're taking in input. The file is becoming input. Now this isn't input in the normal sense of Python. This is specific to files where our file is now being taken in by our program itself as opposed to getting input from the user. It's an input from the program. Okay, from one of our files on the computer. And when we're writing, we're talking about output, okay, that is not necessarily returned, but that is put into another file. And here, actually, the input, instead of saying it from the program, we're going to say from the file, okay, being called in the program. Okay, guys, so basically, here, if I erase this just to get some more room, okay. So when you're trying to take in a file, the first thing you have to do, so step one, open the file. So quick example, open file equals, open file.text in read mode. Now you have read mode, and there's also the W here, which signify write mode. And I believe this is actually in quotes. So yeah, okay, I believe that's a string there. Now, basically, this is step one, opening this file, right? Now we have step two, reading the actual information in the file. So how do we do this? Well, there's three different ways we could do this. One is read, the read method, right? Two is read line, okay, and three is read lines. Now, one common mistake that there's a few common mistakes that I constantly see, and I'm actually going to write these in red here so that we can identify them. The first common mistake, okay, is that people will open a file, will skip this entire step, and then will try to manipulate without reading. And this is wrong. Python will do some weird stuff and just interpret your file as sort of like the string of the file. All right. Now, without getting too in depth in the back-end explanation of the, with the whole what's going on behind the scenes of the code, basically, this is an essential step. You can't skip any one of these steps, because if you skip opening the file and try to read it, you're going to get an error. If you don't close the file, which is actually another step down here that we're going to write, is close the file. It's going to be 3 is then manipulate, and 4 is going to be close the file. Now, another common mistake, close. Now, remember, you only technically have to close a file that you've written to, but it's good programming practice to close the ones that you read as well. Now, another mistake that I see is someone will put read line, right, with a capital. That's no good either. And you need these parentheses here, because this right here, this thing being called is a function. Remember, with function calls, you need those parentheses. And we're running kind of short on time, guys. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to explain exactly what each of these things does, read, read line, and read lines. And then I'm going to do just go through one more time a quick methodology of how you could, always constantly, get file questions right by following these simple steps. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.